What the heck's going on? Oh, what a welcome. Okay, wow, he's hitting my ship as well. Wow. Welcome to Empyrion Galactic Survival, and that rather dramatic start exposed a slight weakness in my base, in the fact that a heavy drone attack can actually result in my ship taking damage, and that is not good. And also the base, you can see here my windows are not as strong as I thought they were going to be. So you can see here, that's 856. So I think I'm going to have to rethink my strategy here a little bit. Wow, they only got through that one. Even that, wow, that door was really close as well. Okay, I'm just going to have to, let's just use the drill so it doesn't make that horrible hissing noise. Yeah, we got took some damage. At least the armoured concrete seems to have stood up. Yep, I think I'm going to have to rethink my defensive strategy here, guys. God, they're back again already. Okay. So we're just going to have to get in here and repair these, because these are just ordinary concrete blocks on here. My ship's guns are already going. I can't see anything. I must presume they've shot something down. I think my ship also took a little bit of a bashing as well. Oh, no, it didn't take that much. Okay, wow. Yeah, these blocks here. So we took a bit of damage on this side here. Okay, not as much damage as I was expecting. Anything here? I think the drones were actually aiming at my base rather than the ship itself. Looks like we've taken some damage on this front area here as well. Okay. Yeah. So it looked like the actual armoured blocks on this base here. So I think what I'm going to have to do is actually mount a bit of protection. Now, this isn't exactly what I actually had planned for this part. Concrete blocks. So if we got anything that's armoured, hardened steel blocks. They're hardened steel blocks, armoured concrete blocks. I think I can use the hardened steel blocks for the moment. It's going to make the building look a little bit ugly in the short term, but I think we can just do this. What I'm going to do is just put a row across the windows like this for the moment, because I certainly don't want the drones coming in and wrecking my farm. So my temporary solution will be to just cover these windows over with armoured steel blocks. These are going to have, they're going to have 1,000 hit points. Oh, this is obviously the drone's up over there. Now the problem's going to be the door. I can drop one in there. I think what I could probably do is put another door in front of that door, couldn't I? So we're going to have to come here. I think I've got plenty of resources, though I am running out of resources. If you look here, life is getting a bit Spartan, and that's one of the reasons in this part what I was actually planning on doing was getting out and about a little bit and doing a bit more exploration, and also just spin that around. We'll just have a double door on the front there for the moment. That means if they blast through this door, the other door will be behind. Yeah, so my original plan for this part was to go out and do some exploration. I think I will still do, because now I've actually covered these areas up. Let's just repair these blocks along the front here. And I think the change in strategy is, let's just get inside through the doors now, is that actually I think I'm going to harvest these crops as well while I'm talking. Yeah, I think what I'm going to have to do is make this into like a hangar bay with some armoured front and more defences above it. And then what we can do then is I'm going to move my farms underground. I think that might be the better way to do it. And I think we can just grab this. If I keep this in the fridge, if I got to make new plants, this should make all the difference. Let's just grab the grain as well. So I'm just going to shove this. Yeah, well, this is what playing survival games and strategy games is all about. You've got to adapt to changing situations and learn the risks of things. So I'm just going to pick this up. Come on. Let's pick this up. We can take the buds as well. So I'm just going to pick this up here. I think that's going to be about it. So we're just going to drop that into the food processor. I think that'd be the best place to store all this for the moment, including the fibre, and just in case I need it. And just to show you what I've been doing in anticipation of what that is, I've actually started a new farming area down here, which I was going to make into my backup farming system, but I was planning on doing another one here. So what I'm thinking is 3, maybe 4 squares of 9 deep on each side, and I think what we're going to do is just move this farming area back over. I think that'd be the best way to do this. And it looks a bit grim now, doesn't it? But never mind. And I suppose that's de-rendered because I've been messing about. Okay, let's just have a look at what we got supply wise. Building supplies. I just want to offload that into here as well. Also, so I already had an automatic door. I think that can go into the advanced constructor. We'll keep the ammunition, and I think probably what we can do is weapons. I know they're not strictly weapons, but I think we can just drop those in there as well. We got plenty of projectile ammunition. I don't think I've got anything else that I can actually do. Okay. My ship's okay. So I'm just going to jump in the ship and just power on the thrusters. So I think the base can defend itself. Also a bit low on oxygen. So supplies. Let's just top up the oxygen a bit. And how we are off for everything else, we got plenty of meds. Always pays to check a little bit before you leave. Got plenty of ammunition. And we probably, right, let's just get the supplies. Certainly don't need that in there. Don't need that in there. That can go in as a defense. It's a little bit too full, but I think we can live with this, guys. How we off the food? Let's just obviously check, because obviously we're going to go roving about. We got a couple of tins of meat. We got some there. Don't do that. You make me jump. Yep. Yeah, the attacks are becoming a little bit more persistent than they were before. Ah, I've got him anyway. Okay. Anyway, we'll go and loot these guys before we leave, and then we're just going to go off and do a bit of exploration. Okay guys, finally we can actually get to what I actually want to do in this part, which is I want to open up and explore this area, because what I want to do is clear this area, work down, and then open up this area here. And I mean, we got some saphium and iron here, which I can mine later on. Got niobium, and what I really want is some silicon and copper. But obviously we will deal with that as we go forward. Now, so let's just head for that new marker so we can actually open up that area there. And you can see from here, if any of you guys didn't watch the last part, that is my new platform for my capital vessel. It's working out quite well. So obviously my oxygen's dropped a little bit as well, so we may have to land and recharge the oxygen, but we're okay at the moment. Anyway, we're going to go off and start exploring. Obviously, if nothing particularly interesting happens, I'll see you in a minute. Right guys, what's actually happened is I've been flying around here and I've actually seen a couple of drones. For some reason they're not showing up on the radar. And what I want to do is try out my new weapon systems. Right. Obviously we're not close enough. Okay, let's get in. So he's dead. Good. Got him. And there's another one over there we need to take out. And I think what we're going to try this time is going to try the... maybe that isn't such a good idea. I'm just going to... Got him. Yeah, I think I'm quite happy with just having the two Gatling guns. I'm just going to go down here, and obviously my ship's taking a little bit of a bashing because I wasn't responding quick enough. Okay, got a bit more ammunition, and I think we can just fly over. There's the other one that I shot down. There it is over there. This is a large minigun drone. Oops. Drop out here. And it's going to be right down there. Nice and close. Got plenty of ammunition. And I think what we're going to do is I need to get some recharge my oxygen a little bit. So what we're going to do is just go over here and just drop down and land. We should be fairly safe here. I'm just gonna don't know why I'm actually walking around with the, well, we're gonna need it anyway because I'm gonna need to do some repairs. And I think we'll just do a few repairs. Oh, nearly lost the front there. So, okay. I think looks good. Just jump back into the ship, take off back to third person, and while we're at it, let's just what have we got here? I think I'm going to keep the ammunition, so I'm just going to put that into supplies. We've got quite a lot of resources, and I think some of this will just go into the general cargo box, I think. Right, so we're just going to gain some height and see what we can find. Let me just come up here. Okay, we're just going to keep going west for a little bit further, just so we can clear out that extra tiles. There's nothing coming up on the radar at the moment. Okay guys, what's happened is I've covered this entire area. We didn't find anything of particular interest, and what we've got here is an advanced oxygen depot, which I know has got heavy weapons on it, and we've got an abandoned reactor, and down here we've got the civil hub, and we've got some resources round here. So what I'm kind of inclined to do is come in, have a go at the abandoned reactor. I've never done an abandoned reactor, so that could be interesting, and then maybe we'll pay a visit to the civil hub. So here's the abandoned reactor just in front of us. I'm going to stay this side because the oxygen station is up over there. There's a drone over the top, so we're going to need to get rid of the drone first. I've got no idea what the weapon systems are like on the abandoned reactor. I don't think they've got heavy up, because otherwise they'd be firing at us now. I think we're just going to come in first person, and I think we'll take out the drone first, because there's the drone hovering above it. Something firing at me then. Right. I think if we keep the height and just take the drone out first, let's get the crosshairs on it straight away. It's 312. Just take it out of range. Right, we got him. And what we're going to do now is I'm going to drop down because I want to check for Xerax patrols. There's bound to be a patrol around here somewhere. Most bases now have some kind of patrol, and somebody actually gave me a tip and said that in open terrain, come in low because you can spot them easier. I think maybe that's a bit too low. Go on. So we're just going to come in. There's some drones over there. Oh look, you can see them there. There they are. There's a patrol there. So something's actually firing at us. Okay. Some kind of turret knocked in the side, so it's getting closer. I would like to loot these bodies if possible. Oh, come on, die. It's actually firing at us from over there. Let's get rid of this guy. If I stay low. There's obviously turrets in there. If I get in and stay really low against the wall, we might be able to get away with this. But I definitely want these bodies. So I'm just going to come in here. Credit cards. What I want is health kits, please. And I suppose because I want health kits, I probably won't get them. Actually, does Shift F work with bodies? Yes, it does. Okay, that's good. Right, so we got the 4 bodies. I'm just going to jump into the ship. And what I'm going to do is retreat at low level, because we know that there's some turrets there. Okay. So get back and see what we got in the way of loot. Cargo box, that'll do. Got shotgun upgrade kits, we've got some ammunition, which I might as well put straight into here. Something tells me I think I'm going to need it. Okay, let's drop down. Now we know that there's at least some, I think we're going to use missiles, we've got plenty of missiles, courtesy of all those drones that have been attacking me. One there. So number 1 down in there somewhere. Secondary explosion proves that we actually got them. Now, based on the symmetry of the base, I would say that there's probably another one in here somewhere. Oh, maybe we got him already. Oops, there's something firing at us now. Oh, there's one in there, which means there's probably another one in there. Yeah, I've actually got a little bit of a reload problem with my current launchers because I haven't actually used them. So I think, oops, wow, that went straight through the window. Okay, so I did that. That actually, okay, it's far there. Okay, let's reload those. I was trying to use the ammunition up, but obviously it's not. Okay, we can. Okay, someone that's still firing at me. Who's firing at me? Who's the annoying person that was firing at me? Does that mean that there's probably some more turrets around here? Just have a check. Ah, there you are. Bye-bye. Right. Let's see if we can loot this, grab this minigun drone before. Oops. Ah, it's just a little bit, a smidge too late. Okay. Back. think we've blown a hole in here, so just back up. I hate it when it does this. Game, please. Let me out of here, please. Still don't understand why my ship is lopsided. It's annoying me. It's almost like I've lost a thruster on that side, but as far as I know, I haven't. Let's take off again. Well, there's definitely some creatures in that room there, spinning around. See them? Sorry guys, I've got to have a look to see. I've got 3 thrusters on that side. I've got the thrusters on this side. They all look in good condition. So I've got no holes underneath. So I just don't understand why my ship is not flying level. He's just fell out. Okay. He's obviously a very unhappy person. Right, there's a spawner in here that we're going to need to do something about. Okay. And we know for a fact that we got at least one creature down here that's going to have to be dealt with. Okay. And this door's open. There's a turret in there. Okay. We've got doors here. With these open. Like these open. And we got more of them. And there's obviously a turret or something down in there. Okay. This is not going to be straightforward, is it? And we know for a fact that we got the local. I got trapped in here last time. I'm kind of a bit inclined to drop down here and just come up like. Got arachnids just outside as well, which is probably not going to help matters very much either. I think we could be fairly safe here, so let me just turn the thrusters off. Wow, we seem to be very low on oxygen. I thought I'd filled the oxygen up. Let's deal with the oxygen first. Supplies. Just fill this up. Oh, we want to make sure everything is fully charged. And oops, yeah, we need to make some space because we're going to go lots and lots of nice looting in here. Okay. And I'm just going to repair the cockpit because I hate looking through a crazed cockpit. Reload. Hello. Goodbye. Pick him up and just drop that, or just drop all that in the fridge. Actually, we'll drop the meat in the fridge and just shove this into the cargo box. Of course, it's starting to get dark, which is probably not particularly that useful. So I'm just gonna. A little bit worried about this, guys. We know that there's actually a kind of would like. This is going to be a little bit risky. Let me just eat something as well. I think I've got some. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to go a bit ballistic with this, I think, just for the fun of it, guys. Put the light on. in here. We got... Okay. I shouldn't have run away. But we got meds. We got meds for the cure. And if I actually knew what the cure was, we got an infected wound and dermal parasites. And I suppose this is a good opportunity for me to demonstrate that one of the changes with 8.6, that is the fact you've now got timed countdown before these actually reach a new level of infection. So we better deal with the infected wound and the things. So I think I've got the... that's the dermal parasites, and I think this deals with infected wounds, and we nearly died. Okay. And the other thing you can do is, I might as well demonstrate that while I'm at it. If we come to the fridge, if I eat what we got, well, we got plenty of foods. If I eat this and it's not quite high enough, typical. Okay, we come here now. If I eat this and we get our actual food supply up, why is that actually telling me that? Adrenaline crash. Okay, that's probably because I've taken something. But what you will see, because I'm well fed, if you watch the health bar, you will see that the health bar itself actually slowly improves over time. And it looks like all the... Okay. Let's just get rid of these scorpions. Hello, boys. Shift F. Shift F. And it's going to be a bit of a risk, but I want to get that spawner before they actually... And I suppose it helps if I actually put the jet... Oh, no. Let's get round here and get rid of that spawner. Is it gone? Okay, the spawner's gone. The secondary blast from the rocket launchers. So we've cleared out this area. Okay. And you can see, because the health thing has actually dropped down again, I've actually done it. So I think what we're going to have to do is... Oops, didn't mean to do that. Just jump into here. And just eat... well, we'll pop another one of these. Get our health up. And of course we got here. Yeah, that's going to get my health back up to 500. Okay, I'm just gonna... Don't know why that keeps telling me that I'm actually... Oops. Right, I'm aware of the time, guys. This hasn't exactly gone to plan. I wasn't actually expecting to do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit more, and then I'm actually going to call it for this part. And I'm going to... Yeah, wow, okay. Reload. I've got a feeling that if we probably sneak a... Yeah, there's another one over there, so if we come round here. Right, got that there. Now the question is, how am I going to deal with that guy in there? Well, I suppose we could try and blag it. These guys tend to be a little bit tough. If he goes up there, if I can get through, I can get up those steps. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Looks like there's a turret through there, but I don't want to be able to hit it. Okay. Now I can't shoot this guy. Okay. If I come down here. That's it. Got you in the right place. Oh, isn't this fun? Right, reload. Get underneath there. And got you. Oh. Let's get back out and float this. Hopefully we should be safe here. I'm just gonna drop this, chuck this into the fridge. Oh, got indigestion because I've just eaten. Ah, great. Okay, what's good for indigestion? Radiation poisoning, dermal bites. Oh, come on, I've got to have something that's good for indigestion. Are you kidding me? Dermal parasites, indigestion. Yeah, moral of the story is do not eat raw meat. Okay, we're going to do a little bit more and then that's where I'm going to call it for this part, guys. It's not going, definitely going, not going according to plan. Okay. Where is this? I think this. Oh, come on. You can spore me a. Right, we're just going to go up here. Right, we've got nothing there. Oh, this is the room. We're heading up towards the room where I actually blasted my way in. Okay, got a room up here. And that's got actual turrets in it. Okay. Nope, so we got a gap in the floor here. Is that a trap? Was it? Okay. Have to be a little bit careful. Let's check this room out first. It's another one of these buggers. Gotcha. I mean, we need to get the spawner. Where's the spawner? There's the spawner. Gotcha. Okay, let's obviously shift F, take everything from him. Let's just check this room out and see if there's anything here of any value. Okay. I'm not expecting the core to be up here because I would guess the core would be further down. You can see some turrets as well. Okay. That must be the turrets that shot me up. Okay, there's one that side. And there's one that side. Okay, reload. What am I doing for ammunition? I'm going through quite a lot of my projectile ammunition. Okay. A little bit worried. This is the top floor. And these go up here. You've got a room up here. It looks like it just goes outside. And we've got, I think it was it, a couple of side rooms. Yep. Yeah, okay, let's... Okay, it looks like we've got something up there. There, these are side rooms, okay. Doesn't seem to be anything in there. And then doesn't seem to be anything in here. Okay. So we're just gonna let's check this out. This looks like another external room. So we could have actually come in this way if we'd been able to get down through here somehow. And we could have landed on the top and maybe blown a hole in the ceiling or something. Okay. I think what we're going to need to do is to get down to about here. And perhaps if I turn my jetpack on. Right, so let's see what we got in here. We got a laser upgrade kit. That could be quite useful. And that's what we got over there. And we've got a minigun, medical devices, a warp drive for a CV, and some sarcosium ingots. Oh well, it's not that bad. Right, so let's just have a wander down through here. I presume if we drop through here, if we dropped in, no, we've just dropped back into this room with the turret. That's okay. So we're back to our ship, and we need a little bit of an oxygen top up anyway. So just going to come out here, and of course it's nice and dark. Right guys, I've got a feeling there's a bit more to this abandoned reactor than meets the eye. I'm just going to walk through here and just to check, because I can still hear creatures, but I've cleared the top of the building, so there's got to be a way down. I'm not going to do it in this part, but I just want to confirm that there is a way down, because you see we've got a glass panels here, so yeah, I can see doors there. Okay. Yep, there's obviously a basement down here that looks quite extensive, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that to the next part. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.